Hi everyone. In this live session, we are going to discuss how you multiply any numbers, whatever numbers you like, how to multiply it fast in just one step. So first, I discussed in my last video how to square numbers. There were three tricks which I showed you. How to multiply the numbers ending in 5. The first trick was how to multiply the numbers which are ending in 5. Like suppose you have 65 squared. Now you need to find 65 into 65 or 65 squared. So how do you do that? That was a very simple and easy trick. 5 times 5. Everybody knows what is the square of 5. So you just have to write the square of 5. That is 5 times 5 is 25. Alright, and then the number beside that, that's 6. You just take one consecutive number after this. 6 times after this comes 7. So 6 times 7 gives you 42. So you just have to write 42 and that's your answer. That was the first trick which I showed you in the last live session. The first squaring trick in which the number was ending in 5. Now the second one was you can multiply any number. I mean, you can take out square of any number in this. There's no condition like you need to have a number ending in 5 or no. There's no condition in this. Whatever number you like, you can choose. Suppose we are taking 62 square, whichever number you like, 83, 45, 49. So we have, okay, one second. So we have 62 squared. Okay, now here the number doesn't end in 5. There are no conditions. What do? You take the square of this number 2 and you write it as a double digit 04. You take the square of this number and you write it as a double digit. 6 times 6 is 36. Okay, and then you multiply all the three numbers given here. 6 times 2 times 2 gives you 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So you write, leaving one digit from the right hand side, you write it here, and then you add up. So you have 4, 4, 8 and 3. So your answer is 3844. So that's how the second trick goes. You can multiply any number with that method. Okay, now the third trick goes, the third was like the numbers which are near to 50. You have to feed 25 in mind. Keep it 25 in mind. Suppose we are calculating 49 square. This is a number which is near to 50. So how do you do that? You just take how far is this number from 50? So 50 minus 49, how far it is from 50? It is only 1 unit away from 50. Is that right? Yes. So we take the square of 1 and we write it as a double digit 0, 1. We don't take square of this, just write the square of this. It's a double digit 0, 1. Now you have feeded 25 in mind. Just subtract 1 from 25. Because 49 is less than 50, we are subtracting. If suppose you are taking 52, then it is 2 more from 50. So you add numbers, add that number to 25. Here we are subtracting from 25. So we get 24 and that's it. That's your answer. Okay, now let's see. So in today's session, I'm going to tell you how to multiply any numbers which are near to 100. This was the numbers which were near to 50. Now what about the numbers like this? Suppose, now this is the fourth one. Now you can multiply any numbers which are near 100. Okay, like suppose you have 102 multiplied by 103. So you just have to, you need to have practice, because listening once won't make you perfect in this, but I usually deal with these calculations, so I wanted to show you all also. So 102 and 103, how much far is 102 from 100? That's 2 digits far. 103 is 3 units far away from 100. So now you just multiply 2 times 3. Just multiply 2 times 3 is 6, but you don't write as a single digit. Always, I told you in my previous tricks, you write it as a double digit. You put a 0, 0, 6, and now you just have to cross multiply and add. That's it. Cross multiply, cross multiply. Like 102 plus 3 is how much? 102 plus 3 is 105, and this side also you get the same thing. 103 plus 2 is the same thing, 105. That's your answer. Done. Okay, let's take one more example on this. Suppose you have 106 and 104 this time. Okay, so how far is 106 from 100? It's only 6 units away. How far is 104 from 100? That's only 4 units away. Just multiply them together. 6 times 4 is 24. So you should always have a double digit number. If you have triple digit, that goes a carryover to the left hand side. Here you have double digit, so I don't have any problem. 6 times 4 is 24. And then you just add up one side, whichever side you want. 106 plus 4 gives you 110. Done. That's your answer. In one single step, all you're going to do is in mind. That's it. Okay, let's see one more example. For example, if you have numbers, bigger numbers, these numbers were very small which I took. Let's take some bigger numbers so that your doubts get clarified. Suppose you have 110, 114. Then how do you multiply these two numbers? How far it is from 100? 10 units away. How far this is from 100? 14 units away. Multiply them. You get 140. Is that right? 140. But we don't write it as a triple digit. Your answer should be only double digit. This one goes carry over here. Okay, so I'm going to write that. So you have 40. That one went carry over. Now you just cross multiply and check. 110 plus 14 is 124 plus 1, 125. Done. That's your answer. Or you can go this way also. 114 plus 10, it's again 124 plus 1, that's 125. Okay, now let's see one more. Something like this. Okay, 98 times 97. Now those numbers were greater than 100, more than 100, as you have seen. Now you might be saying, okay, what about the numbers less than 100? So let's see what happens. 98 and 97 are less than 100. We here, what did we do? We cross multiplied and we added things. Here we are going to subtract things. That's the only difference. How far is 98 from 100? It's 2 units less. How far is 97 from 100? It's 3 units less. Just multiply them. 2 times 3 is 6, but you have to write it as a double digit. Now cross multiply, whichever you want. 98 plus 3, sorry, minus 3. This time you have to put a minus. 98 minus 3, 95. Done. That's your answer. Okay, let's see one more example on this. 96, 95. How far is it from 100? It's 2. How far? Okay, 4 units less from 100. Is that right? Okay, this is 5 units less from 100. So multiply 4 times 5, that's 20. You have a double digit, so no need to worry. Now subtract 96 minus 5, 91. Done. Your answer is there. So amazing. Now you can apply this in mensuration. You have AP, GP, series, sequences, where you need to multiply two numbers, SI, CI. So all those things, I think this becomes very useful in all those topics. Okay, now let's see one more example. Now I showed you the numbers which are lesser than 100, nearby 100. Now what about some numbers which are not near 100, lesser 100, near, or something like that? There are no conditions. Let's take random numbers. Suppose you have 41, 53. Now this is not like it is near something or something. No conditions, no bounds. How do you multiply them easily? Now this is also very easy. But before that, you have to understand what I'm telling, and understanding, making you understand, I have to explain it in detail. So in detail, it takes time. So if you will practice, you can do it mentally. Now here, what we are going to do is, from left hand side, right hand side, we are going to multiply the numbers. Like, we are going to multiply these two numbers on the right hand side. 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay. Now I'm going to write these numbers for your understanding. 4, 1, 5, 3. And what we are going to do here is cross multiply. The same thing what we were doing there, we are going to do the same thing. 4 times 3 is 12. Okay. 5 times 1 is 5, and you're going to add them. 12 plus 5 is 17. So I got 17. 7. 1 goes carry over. Okay. Now I'm going to multiply this. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 plus 1, 21. Done. Okay. But this needs practice. Yes. Okay. The same thing. Yes. Absolutely right. Okay. So let's take one more example on this. Okay. So if we have, suppose, numbers like 21 and 22. So we'll first multiply the right hand sides. 2 times 1 is 2. Now what you have to do, you have to do mentally. Cross multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. So I'm going to write that 6, and then just multiply 2 times 2, 4. Done. See how simple it becomes when you have practice. So 462. Now let's see some more random numbers. One more random number. Let's take 23 times 92. Okay. So you just multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. And then just cross multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. And 9 times 3 is 27. So you have 27 plus 4. That's equal to 31. You take that 1. 3 carry over. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 3, 21. Done. So what you did in the middle, I'll show you. 2, 3, 9, 2. Just cross multiply. 9 times 3 is 27 plus 4. We got 31. I took 1, 3 carry over, and then multiply. That's it. So this, all things you have to do it mentally in your mind. Okay, let's see one more example. For example, if you take 95 and 43. Okay, let's multiply. 5 times 3 is 15. I'll take 5, carry over. So carry over goes to that cross multiplication. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 plus 20 is 47 plus 1 carry over. That's 48. I'm going to write that down here. 9, 5, 4, 3. 9 3 is 27 plus 20. That's 47. You have 1 carry over. That's 48. So you will write down 8. 4 carry over. 9 4 is 36 plus 4, 40. Done. Okay, let's see one more example so that you get practice. Okay, 27. Okay, not 27. Let's take now some other number. 56 and 78. What do you think? 78, some unique number. Okay, 56 times 78. 6 8 is 48. 8. 4 is carry over. And then what do you have here? 5 8s is 40. You have 4 carry over. 5 8s is 40. 7 6 is 42. Just add them up. 6 86. So you have 6 8 carry over. 7 5 is 35. 35 plus 8, 43. Done. Okay, so these were some tricks which I wanted to show you all, how you can multiply numbers easily, fast, mentally in your mind if you have practice. Because when you have practice, you can do calculations in mind. No need of calculators, nothing. Okay, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share it with your friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.